ECNIC approves 12 projects including further development of Dhaka University involving an overall cost of 8,149 crore and 38 lakh taka. Political parties and alliances reach consensus on highest 10-year tenure for Prime Minister and formation of an independent police commission, says Dr. Ali Riaz. BNP submits audit report to Election Commission, declares income of 15 crore 65 lakh 94,842 taka and expenditure of 4 crore 80 lakh 4,823 taka. Country's youth on the street to take responsibility not to place any demand, says Nahid Islam in Netrokona. Activities of all the committees of anti-discrimination students movement except Central Committee suspended. National Burn Institute releases more 2 victims of plane crash, 34 still under treatment. 88 more Palestinians killed in Israeli attacks in Gaza in 24 hours. Israel announces daily 10 hours tactical pause in military operations in some selected areas of Gaza. And India batting against England in their second innings on the final day of Manchester Test. Assalamu alaikum, I'm Tasnim Tasnim welcoming you to News at 10. You have just heard the headlines, now moving on to the details. ECNIC approved 12 projects including further development of Dhaka University with a total outlay of 8,149 crore and 38 lakh taka. The approval was given at ECNIC meeting held with ECNIC Chairperson Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus in the chair at the NEC Conference Room at Sher Bangla Nagar today. Members of Advisor Council, members of Planning Commission and concerned secretaries were present at the meeting. Of the approved projects, 6 are new, 4 revised and 2 projects are with extension of period without increase of any cost. Further development of Dhaka University projects will be implemented at a cost of 2,840 crore and 39 lakh taka. Some other major projects approved today are establishment of 12 new fire services and civil defense stations and reconstruction of 8 fire stations at important places of the country, rural sanitation project, maintenance and rehabilitation of railway lines of eastern zone of Bangladesh Railways, income generating training for women at Upazila level and strengthening of Kondal crop research project. After the meeting, Planning Advisor Wahiuddin Mahmood briefed the reporters. He said, under the further development of Dhaka University project, various new infrastructures including academic building, administrative building, girls' hall, boys' hall, swimming pool and recreation centers will be constructed. Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus has renewed his call for Malaysia to support Bangladesh's bid to become a member of the ASEAN. He made the call when Nurul Izzah Anwar, Vice President of Malaysia's People's Justice Party and daughter of Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim, met him at the State Guest House Jamuna today. The Chief Advisor hoped Malaysia, the current chair of ASEAN, will take a proactive role in granting Bangladesh's application to become sectoral dialogue partner of ASEAN and in turn become a full member of the regional body. At the beginning of the meeting, Nurul Izzah offered her condolences over the recent fighter jet crash at the Milestone School in Dhaka. He greeted Nurul Izzah on her new role and congratulated on becoming the vice president of her political party. The Chief Advisor highlighted Bangladesh's recent political changes and the reforms undertaken by the interim government. He encouraged Malaysian firms to invest in Bangladesh. Chief Advisor Special Envoy for International Affairs Lutfi Siddiqui and Senior Secretary and SDG Coordinator Lamia Morshid were also present at the meeting. The newly appointed Saudi ambassador to Dhaka, Dr. Abdullah Zafir bin Abia, paid a courtesy call on Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at the State Guest House, Jamuna, today. The Chief Advisor extended his warmest greetings to the Saudi ambassador on assuming his duties in Bangladesh and expressed hope that the friendly relation between Bangladesh and Saudi Arabia would reach new heights during his tenure. He also pledged cooperation of his government during the Saudi ambassador's tenure in Bangladesh. The chief advisor called for Saudi investment in the energy sector, including oil refineries, the healthcare sector, the health education sector, and the pharmaceutical industry. In response, the Saudi ambassador mentioned his country's deep ties with Bangladesh. The Saudi ambassador handed over the invitation letter of the Saudi Crown Prince and the Prime Minister to attend the 9th meeting of the Future Investment Initiative Forum to be held in Riyadh in October. The chief advisor presented the Saudi ambassador with a collection of graffiti from July 2024 as a gift. Lamia Morshed, Senior Secretary for SDG Affairs, were present among others on the occasion. A delegation of 21 physicians and nurses from Singapore, China and India met with Chief Advisor Professor Mohammad Yunus at the State Guest House in Jamuna today. The international medical teams are currently in Dhaka to provide specialized healthcare services to the victims of the recent plane crash at Milestone School and College. During the meeting, Professor Mohammad Yunus expressed his heartfelt gratitude for the rapid response and medical support extended by the healthcare professionals. He commended their dedication and solidarity at a time of national crisis and emphasized the importance of international cooperation in emergency healthcare. These teams have come not just with their skills but with their hearts, said Professor Yunus. The medical teams have been working tirelessly alongside local healthcare professionals to ensure critical treatment and trauma care for the injured, many of whom are young children. The chief advisor also acknowledged the swift diplomatic coordination that enabled the teams to arrive and begin their work without delay. He assured the visiting professionals of the government's full support in facilitating their mission. Health advisor Noor Jahan Begum thanked the physicians and nurses for extending their hand during the difficult time. Professor Saidur Rahman, special assistant to the chief advisor for the Ministry of Health, said that many lives were saved as the foreign physicians rushed immediately. At the meeting, Professor Dr. Muhammad Nasiruddin, Director, National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery, said that it was proven again that doctors are without borders. 10 members from Singapore, 8 from China and 4 from India were present in the meeting. Among others, Chinese ambassador to Dhaka, Yao Wen, and Singapore head of mission in Dhaka were also present in the meeting. Political parties and alliances reached consensus on highest tenure for Prime Minister and formation of an independent police commission. National Consensus Commission Vice Chairman Professor Ali Riaz said this at a press briefing following the discussion of 90th day of the second phase dialogues with political parties held at the Foreign Service Academy in Dhaka today. Professor Ali Riaz said that the meeting also discussed key issues including the core principles of state governance and the expansion of citizens' fundamental rights. He revealed that the NCC has already prepared a draft of the July Charter, which will be distributed to all political parties tomorrow for review and feedback. Later, leaders from BNP, Jamaat, NCP, AB Party, Gano Adhikar Porishad and other political groups spoke to the journalists, emphasizing the importance of these reforms for building a more accountable and democratic state structure. Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP has submitted its income and expenditure report of the last year to the Election Commission. Last year, BNP's income totaled 15 crore 65 lakh 94,842 taka, while its expenditures stood at 4 crore 80 lakh 4,823 taka. This leaves a surplus of 10 crore 85 lakh 90,019 taka. BNP Senior Joint Secretary General Ruhul Kobir Rizvi submitted the financial report to Election Commission Senior Secretary Akhtar Ahmed at the Election Commission building this morning. Rizvi said that the party's income came from monthly membership fees, sales of books and publications, bank interest and one-time donations. On the other hand, expenditures included personal assistance, disaster relief, implementation of programs and printing of leaflets and posters. NCP convener Nahid Islam on Sunday said that the country's youth are on the streets not to place any demand, but to take responsibilities in shaping the nation's future. He made the remarks while addressing a roadside rally at the old collectorate ground in Netrokona today in continuation of July Walkathon to Build the Country campaign. The rally was attended by key NCP leaders including Northern Region Coordinator Sarjis Alom, Southern Region Coordinator Hasnat Abdullah, Principal Coordinator Nasiruddin Patwari, Senior Joint Member Secretary Dr. Tasim Zara, along with several district-level leaders. Later, NCP leaders and workers organized another rally and meeting at Sherpur. Nahid Islam and Central NCP leaders addressed at the Sherpur event held at Shohid Square at the Thana crossing. They reiterated their call for unity and responsible participation of the youth in nation rebuilding efforts. All the committees of anti-discrimination students movement except Central Committee have been suspended today. President of Anti-Discrimination Students Movement Central Committee Rifat Rashid made the announcement at a press conference at the capital today. Noting the reason of making such decision, he said that the defeated forces are using this platform in various ways to taint the anti-discrimination banner. He called upon the law enforcement agencies to take legal action against those who commit immoral acts. Most of the injured in the plane crash incident at Milestone School and College are being treated at National Institute of Burn and Plastic Surgery. The institute authority informed that many of the injured undergoing treatment are now in good condition. Some of them, 2 more, were released today. Currently, 34 injured are admitted at the hospital. Of them, 28 are children, while 4 others are admitted at ICU. The Institute Director Professor Dr. Nasiruddin said that condition of severely injured 4 patients remain unchanged. Regarding the issue of sending critically injured abroad for better treatment, Dr. Nasiruddin said that their condition is being observed through continuous consultation with the Chinese, Singaporean and Indian doctors. Housing and Public Work Advisor Adilur Rahman Khan has said that reforms are needed in the country's judicial and bureaucratic systems. He emphasized that youth participation will play a crucial role in bringing about such changes. The advisor made these remarks today at the first international conference on the July uprising held at the Nawab Ali Senate building of the University of Dhaka, marking the first anniversary of the July Revolution. He said that although the autocratic Sheikh Hasina has fled the country, her accomplices are still embedded in the administration and various sectors and trying to create instability. Adilur Rahman Khan urged the youth to remain alert in demanding justice for the martyrs of the July movement. Dhaka University Pro Vice Chancellor Professor Dr. Mamun Ahmed, Amar Desh Editor Dr. Mahmudur Rahman, retired American diplomat John F. Danilowicz, Professor Dr. Yasin Aktay, former Deputy Chairman of Turkey's AK Party, and Professor Shariful Islam, convener of the conference, among others, attended the program. Family members of July movement martyrs also addressed it. The conference, titled The Legacy of July Revolution Rebuilding Bangladesh, and was jointly organized by the Department of Political Science at the University of Dhaka and Research and Integrated Thought. A total of 13 research institutions and civil society organizations from home and abroad participated in the event. Bangladesh government is going to hold the third round of the discussion with United States Commerce delegation on 29th and 30th July to decrease the excess tariff imposed by the US. The Bangladesh delegation includes National Security Advisor to the Chief Advisor Dr. Khalilur Rahman, Commerce Secretary Mahbubur Rahman and Additional Secretary of the Ministry of Commerce Dr. Nazdin Kausar Chaudhry, while Commerce Advisor Sheikh Boshiruddin will lead the team. Commerce Secretary Mahbubur Rahman told the journalists that the information this noon at the Secretariat. Commerce Secretary said the members of the delegation will leave the country tomorrow. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir has said the party realizes the necessity of public awareness in changing the state structure. He was speaking as chief guest at a seminar titled Farakka Barrage and Bangladesh's Crisis, Podda Barrage and Bangladesh's Prospect Necessity of Second Podda Bridge today. Podda Barrage and Second Podda Bridge National Implementation Committee have jointly organized a seminar at BRAC Center in the capital. National political leaders, economists, educationists and experts spoke at the program, presided over by Chairman of the organization Ali Nawaz Mahmood Khayyam. Speaking at the seminar, Fakhrul Islam Alamgir mentioned about the necessity of Podda Barrage and Second Podda Bridge, saying that political commitment is needed for this. However, the demand must come from the people. If everyone remains united, the people of Bangladesh are capable of doing anything, as proven in the year 1971, and it has also been demonstrated again in 2024, Fakhrul said further. Moving on to international news.